Okay, so today we're working with Dash on not being so reactive to the TV. So in the past, he has been jumping up at the TV, staring at the TV, barking at the TV, just doing anything that's pretty reactive. It's actually kind of special that he's able to see the TV. Not all dogs can actually look at the TV and see what we're seeing. So it is actually a trait that he has that makes him pretty interesting. But nonetheless, we don't want him to be that reactive. It's one thing if he's watching the TV, look calmly. Look, good boy. I'll explain as we go, but we don't want him to be reactive. It's okay for him to be watching the TV as long as he's calm. You kind of got an idea of what his behavior is like right there from him kind of getting distracted. Notice what I did is I tried not to pull on him. I have the leash so he can't take off, so he doesn't get himself all riled up. I'm going to ignore this kind of behavior. But the goal here is not to make him look at the TV. I don't want to train him to sit here and stare at the TV. When he looks on his own, I'm going to say the word look, and then I give him a treat. So you kind of have to pay attention to him. Look. And because I want to reward him that he's being calm and he's not racing after the TV, jumping, or doing anything else. As time goes on, look. Look. As time goes on, you increase how long he can look at the TV. So in those time periods right now, I would say for the next week, do this just to set a strong foundation. If you can, try to do this for at least 10 minutes every day and let him work on this. Then after the first week, you can start increasing it. The longer he's looking at the TV, maybe increase it to 10, 20 seconds, maybe eventually getting up to a full minute. But the point is, at some point, you should be able to have a couple of treats in your pocket when you sit down to watch TV comfortably. And then when he's been looking at the TV for a while and staying calm, you randomly give him a treat to reward that behavior, eventually phasing the treats out altogether. But that will probably take a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how fast he progresses. Look. Dash. Look. Good boy. And try to get his attention back on you with as little effort as you can. Eventually, when I say look, before you increase how long he's able to look, I want one of your rules of thumb before you try to make this more challenging for him is if you say look, I want him to come back to you to look for the treat. Instead of him where right now when I say look, he's still kind of glued. So he's right on the edge of kind of losing control of himself. So when he gets to the point where he's looking at the TV, I say look, and he looks back at me, breaks his focus on the TV to get the treat, that's a good sign that you're getting ready to move on to making it more challenging, meaning that you let him watch TV longer before giving a treat. Look. There, that was much better. Do you see how that time he came back to me instead of staring at the TV? Just keep the camera rolling for a minute. I just want to show a couple more times. But I'm going to ignore his behavior to try to take treats. That's not what we want. Look. Look. Good boy. Look. See that time I waited a little longer? This is the kind of behavior I like to see. Notice how he's kind of breaking focus. He's able to stay nice and calm. Look. Good boy. Look. Good boy. All right, let's turn it off for a second.